Hello. Here we're going to talk about modal verbs for deduction and speculation in a past situation. Let's look at a situation where something happened in the past. Fatma is a detective. The maid shows Fatma the scene of the crime. Look at the picture below. What has happened? Let's look at some answers. Someone broke the window. Someone emptied the desk drawers. Someone burgled the room. Listen and read the conversation as the maid shows Fatma the detective the room. This is the room that has been burgled, madam, but when I came to clean the room, the door was locked. I see, so the thief can't have entered through the door, he must have come in through the window. Fatma continues to talk out loud to herself. There's a knife on the floor. He could have used that to open the desk. As all the drawers are empty, he must have taken all the papers. And the painting is crooked. He must have looked behind it. Now the small painting next to that hasn't been moved. He can't have looked there. I guess he may have heard someone coming. And there are many papers on the floor. He must have been in a hurry. And then he could have left the same way he came in. There's an interesting perfume in the air. I have a feeling that the thief might have been a woman. Let's look at examples of the modal verb in bold. How is this construction made? Why does Fatma speak like this? Let's have a look at these questions and answers in a little detail. How is this construction made? We have may have plus verb 3, the past participle. We have might have plus verb 3. Must have plus verb 3. Can't have plus verb 3, could have plus verb 3. That's the construction that we're focusing on. Why does Fatma speak like this? She uses may or might have plus verb 3 when she's uncertain. She has a little bit of information, but she's uncertain about the earlier situation. She uses must have plus verb 3 when she knows some details and she's come to a conclusion about the earlier situation. And she uses can't or could have plus verb 3 to show the lack of ability or even desire to do something in an earlier situation. There are other uses, but we'll leave it there for the moment. Now it's your turn. Pause the video. If you need to, go back and look at the constructions and the reason for using those constructions again. When you're ready, think of a situation in the past where you had a little information and you made some uncertain guesses, some guesses that you were not sure about. First, describe the situation, and then write about the guesses you made using may or might have plus verb 3. Now think of another situation in the past, or perhaps the same situation, where you came to a conclusion based on some details that you knew. Describe the situation and then write down your conclusion using must have plus verb 3. Finally, think of yet another situation in the past, or perhaps the same situation, where you show the lack of ability or even desire to do something. Describe the situation and then show in your writing the same using can't, could, or couldn't have plus verb 3. Review your verb constructions. Make sure they look like the ones that Fatma used. And of course, always check your writing. Now try to use modal verbs for deduction and speculation in a past situation in your writing.